trying to tap it. We've seen it all day, and he's really been caught out there.
Yeah, so this man wasn't caught out. Mahe Drysdale, the world silver medalist from last year, of course, got beaten by Andrei Sinek, who won in Munich. Sinek's not here. Had a fantastic race with Marcel Hacker in Munich, but well,
early
leading this
lead at the moment for Germany 1 with Falco Nolte.
Falco Nolte from Potsdamer, and
he's a big lad. Look at him there.
Yeah, he really is not going to be in the German team this year. He's really only just started to train full time. He's part of the police, so he couldn't train from last September to February. He had to do a lot of work like a student. He's only really just starting to train 100% now, and taking advantage of the fact that Hacker's chosen to sit this regatta out to prepare for Lucerne. I have seen him in the grandstand, Marcel Hacker. He's up here, but Nolte, well, if you're next to 2009 world champion and the 2007 world champion, and 2006 world champion, and the 2005 world champion, Mahe Drysdale, you know, what are you going to do but have a go against him?
You got nothing to lose, right?
Yeah.
And Drysdale stretching himself out now, again looking really long there, letting the boat. It's just actually the last few inches of the recovery, the boat seems to just jump on a little bit further still. He's really maximising the rise, catching it on the rise, not selling the boat short.
So that's Mahe Drysdale gone through in 142.29, and he's got such a strong profile in the middle of the race. He hasn't had a great winter, had a lot of back injury, been swimming to train through that back injury.
There's been a few swimmers in the
with his partner Juliet Haig. I have heard that actually Juliet, his partner, is the quickest swimmer, but Mahe shows his speed in the men's single.
Little look across there just to see. I think he can probably be confident he's going to see everyone off.
I think really, you know, this men's single sculling event has completely opened up as Andrei Sinek just came and blasted on the field last year and dominated everything. And then Marcel Hacker has taken the World Championships off last year, had a baby, and he looks to be so cool and relaxed. He looked fantastic in Munich. Had to settle for second place behind Sinek. It was close though, and Mahe Drysdale, now you would have thought was so dominant, has realised that the event stepped on, and of course scullers like Britain's Alan Campbell not here, but just seeing the standard stepping up and up and up as we come to 2012.
Yeah, and he's a great racer, Alan Campbell. I mean, he's always out right in there fighting to get a little bit more out, try and get a little bit further into the field.
So 34 strokes a minute, Mahe Drysdale, wanting to put clear water between him and the fast-starting German, Falco Nolte. We haven't mentioned Lasse Koronen. We can see him there in the yellow, the Swede in the race so far. Got a very, very strong sprint finish.
I think we'll see him coming past Falco Nolte, to be honest.
We're halfway point in the race, and Mahe Drysdale from New Zealand is leading. Nolte, the German sculler, first German sculler, has gone through in second, but being hard pushed by the Swede, Lasse Koronen, and of course Koronen has got a very strong pedigree. He was 6th in the Beijing Olympics, so made the Olympic final, and that class is taking him through. Falco Nolte, who's the first German sculler. Just over there on the far side we can see the slow starting Croatian Mario Vekic, got caught on the start there, and over here on this side, out of shot, went through in 4th place Kenjiros Jurakowski from the USA in this lane, and the big German Karsten Brodowski, who I'm told can pull a 18:11 for his 6K, but maybe we'll see him in a different boat later in the season.
Right now it's staying all about Drysdale though, isn't it? He looks like he's not quite getting full compression. I mean, I don't know how he's set up, but he looks like he's getting good length out of the front end as the conditions chop up a little bit.
He's got such a long back.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't look like his shins are ever really getting anywhere near vertical.
Yeah, well, his coach Richard Tonks will set him up for that. I guess rig part of it. He's got this tremendously long back, so he does get that arc length of
a huge
stroke.
amount of power coming through there as he swings that open.
You know, I guess.
I mean, you look at the way his arms go up and they stay up nice and high, and then when the back swings open, it's really carrying through. The arms don't break too early.
Yeah, so that power from the legs are all transferred as he comes up, finishing the third quarter, 500 metres of the race left to go, through the 500 in 5:05, and I guess, you know, this is an impressive win on any standards if he manages to keep this pace. Lassi Koronin was only something like 6 seconds off of the Czech Ondrej Sinek in Munich, and already with 500 metres, Drysdale is 8 seconds ahead of Koronin. So I guess he's going to be sending a signal to the watching Marcel Hacker here, the German top sculler, and to Ondrej Sinek.
Really looking pretty choppy out there now, isn't it, down this end?
Yeah, well, Drysdale will be used to that in the rough conditions on Carapiro. Although I think when he did go head-to-head with Rob Waddell in that fantastic series of races for the 2008 singles slot, that Drysdale did get a bit upset on very rough conditions on Lake Carapiro.
I think it doesn't look quite as bad as what we saw on TV last year in Carapiro, but you know, the Falco Nolte there is running a very flat out of the back end, so he's not getting a good amount of clearance over the choppy water, whereas I think Drysdale's getting a little bit more space around the back.
We can see with the boat that Drysdale is using, the Kears boat, the wing rigger is over the front of the boat, so it's not the reverse rigger that some of the scullers are using. And
he's actually got backstays on there as well, so
just really transmit all the force of that leg drive through the hull and move the boat through the water. A shot of Lassi Koronin of Sweden. How close can he get to Drysdale at the end? It looks like it's going to be about 7, 8 seconds. I think Koronin might have closed up. Maybe Drysdale's tiring slightly as he comes through to the finish. Still driving though for the line. Rates up at 35 strokes a minute. 1 sub-7, 6:54.9 in difficult conditions.
close
Sweden,
finish there, though.
did we see, was that the American?
Yeah, it was, yeah. He just nipped
take
in there,
the
didn't
third,
he?
so Ken Joukowski, and
good
he'll
work for him.
be delighted with that finish, absolutely delighted.
Like
Germany there,
really,
Brodowski
he rode through
in.
there, the second German boat, but he'd had such a bad start that I think